Welcome to Durban High School. It is an FNB Classic clash here on the Berea in Durban, and it is a real classic. DHS haven't beaten Glenwood for 10 years. 2006 was the last time they beat their oldest rival, and they went 10-3 down in this game. This was the first try. Lovely break from JC Conradi, and then watch Martin Holzhausen popping up in the fly half channel. And he scored in the corner. That was the opening score, and it came in the 5th minute of the game. Nohamba then got a penalty for DHS, and then this happened.
The second try, dummy run, and taking out 2 defenders was Libber. Holzhausen going over for one might say, a very, very lucky try, but it counts, and that's when they went up 10 points to 3 at that stage.
But then DHS came back with 2 tries of their own. Here's the first one. Lovely piece of finishing in the corner by Undaduzo. Tonderai Undaduzo, and that was on the back of a really good break from Pendelani Buthelezi, the flank forward.
The second try came from a lovely breakout by this Craven Week scrum half Nohamba. Then the pick and go route, and their tight head prop Tianda Yacha finally clawing his way over the line. You can see there his hand on the ball, then he picks it up, pick and go. A bit of support from his fellow teammate Nduduzi, the loose head prop, and over it goes. It counts.
And that has given them a 13 points to 10 lead at the break. And there's a palpable excitement going around the crowd. There's lots of parents here who haven't seen DHS beat Glenwood.
Well, the stats speak for themselves. It's pretty 50-50 at the moment. Only area of concern for DHS is lineouts. They've won 1 out of 3 balls. Second page, one can see that both sides, they've capitalized on the areas of the game. Every time they've gone into the opposition's 22, they've come away with something of benefit.
DHS will begin the second half, playing from right to left on your screens in the royal blue. Referee just checking that everybody is in readiness, and here is Saneli Nohamba getting the second half started, and that one has gone too far. So he's very annoyed because he didn't put a foot wrong in the first half. Saneli Nohamba. He's the scrum half is going to Craven Week with KwaZulu-Natal this year, and we've been very impressed.
First error of the game for Saneli Nohamba. He's had a very good first half, and he's been a leader. He's led from the front for his side. Been very good with the boots. His pass looks good.
Oh, it's a tight head. Can you, Adam and Even? Out it comes to Kutsia. Little stab through. That may have been the wrong option. It's given the ball back to Austin Brummer. Now Glenwood will have a chance to build. See Jaden Juster, who's on wearing number 21. That's another turnover ball. Hamilton lets it go. Stash Matendra has it. The referee will bring them back for an earlier knock-on.
Too forward. Matthew Boer can't hold on to that ball, so DHS with a chance at scrum time, but it's the second tighthead that DHS have stolen from Glenwood. One was earlier on in the first half with Glenwood in a favourable position, 5 metres out, and DHS got a tighthead, and this is the second one of the game, so they'll take massive confidence in that in the second half.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on Kambalithle Fachela, the hooker. We've already seen how good he is in the loose, and he's obviously got a strike on him. It's a big shove from Glenwood. You can see how annoyed they were to give up that tight head, and they've got one back. Now here goes Holzhausen, tackled by Nohamba. Here's Juster, and Fenimest has lost it forward. We've seen quite a lot of that from Glenwood this afternoon in contact and not hanging on to the ball the way they should. The referee played a bit of advantage, there was none. That's big JJ Fenimest. He's going to Craven Week.
He's been the go-to man in the first half, well carried from Martin Holsthuizen, presenting the ball perfectly. This has been the go-to man, but look at the defense of DHS, up to the task. Lovely tackle from the lock forward into Yane and the loose head Nduzi.
Another replacement on there is Etienne Tablanche, wearing number 19 for Glenwood, and he has replaced the injured Edward Loebscher. Free kick goes the way of DHS, taken quickly. Kutsia has a scan. A little juggle from one of the try scorers, Nduzo.
Step. No.
Now there's numbers on this left-hand side. Lovely straightening of the line there from Onke Jiba. Now it comes back from Kutsia to Matenjwa.
No hands. Yes.
Once again, Kutsia is in there at scrum half, and 9 and 10 swap positions quite regularly in this DHS side. Now they go back to 9 and 10 as they should be. Here's Buthelezi. Lovely little offload through the tackle from him, taken on by Jiba just to the 22. Advantage being played as well. Now it's taken by the loose head Sandile Mdudzi.
No, seven.
Available to Nohamba again. They've got a 2-on-1 here. Chamzondeki with the step. You can see the confidence flowing through this DHS side now. That was out in front of the charging Sibusiso Mkalipi. Glenwood under a bit of pressure here. Options either side. And they've decided to give it to Zondeki. And he's spear tackled there. Now that could be a yellow or a red card for Conradi. Referee is sending people away. He wants a word. Yeah, he's looking for the card. Now, which one is it? Well, it's a yellow card, and he can count himself just a little bit lucky. JC Conradi, he's going to have to run all the way down the far end and stand under the posts.
Definite yellow card offence. Lucky not to be a red, because he did lift them up over 90. Little Chamzondeki coming down on his neck. So a good start for DHS in the second half. Glenwood will be down to 14 men for the next 10 minutes.
And now Nohamba will line up a shot at goal. Hush goes round the ground. I'm going to tell you about that after this kick. He's got it. You may have heard the crowd going shh. There was some chap bellowing at the top of his voice. I don't think I've heard that on a rugby ground in 40 years.
Definitely not. It's like in Italy when you go for the post, the opposition crowd whistles and carries on. Yeah, there's a hush. It's lovely stuff to see the spirit of schoolboy rugby.
Now the bass drum has started. See the DHS boys making the letters of the school now.
Obstructions. Decision code, Captain.
Yes, for a little while there, it's just said school, which is what the locals call themselves, just school. Nobody needs to know which school. Now the Blazers will go back on. At some stage you'll see those Blazers akimbo as they do the horsefly dance. So Glenwood on the attack here. Can they get back into this game? They trail by 6. Holzhausen couldn't manage to link. It's well taken by Ewerster. Now there's a chance for Devon Brough. Brough is held up in the tackle. This could be use it or lose it. Great defence from DHS. They have won the turnover ball. Just to put this game into perspective, I've mentioned the fact that DHS haven't won it in 10 years. Glenwood are unbeaten this year in 9 games. And one team that they have both played is Kearsney this year. Now, DHS lost 26-22 to Kearsney. Glenwood beat Kearsney 21-7. So that's by way of saying that we could have a real upset here.
Oh, definitely so, but as we mentioned in the first half, it's lovely to see 2 schoolboy sides playing with such contrasting manners on the field. Glenwood using their big power forwards, going the direct route. DHS playing at space, letting the ball do the work. It's lovely stuff to watch.
Penalty against Glenwood.
Binding. 6. Was binding.
Looks like a binding issue.
John O'Neill breaking away from the scrum too early. Therefore the penalty going to DHS. A much earned relieving kick for their little scrum half, Mohamba.
That's a beautiful little kick from him. He had a bit of snake on it.
If it picks it out, then the ball's out.
There's not much of him, but he
Just be careful
knows
of the timing,
exactly
6.
what is going on. He's got great peripheral vision,
wait.
and he's got
Wait.
all the skills that you would
Wait.
want in a scrum half.
It's open. Mark is here. Green. Green open. Mark is here. At the back.
Same goal. Same goal.
Let's go.
Now putting the ball in for DHS is Kamvalihle Fachela. He was at Grant Como week last year. Oh, lovely little move there. Taken on at pace by Sibusiso Mkalipi.
No rock. No rock.
Mohamba gives it to Kutsia. They've got men out wide here. Here's Stash Matendwa. Up from fullback is Zondeki. That flaring pace of Zondeki. Good counter drive there from Glenwood, but it's still available. Kutsia taking them on. Just got himself a little isolated. He did very well to hang on and wait for support to come. Now Hamba finds Diacha. Good hands eventually there. Now it's taken on by Mkalipi. Still working the short side. This is Onke Jiba. May have been smuggled away illegally. And this might be a shot at goal. Oh, it's just starting to get a little physical.
Tempers flaring for both sides. A bit of handbag throwing, nothing in it.
Guys, just step back, step back. Go back.
Oh, I saw Breeden Schwulst, who is the number 2 for Glenwood, having a go at our boy Nahamba. And I guarantee you that they are chips off the same block.
Okay, guys. Let's cut this one out. We had to play rugby. Let's do that, okay? So we're going to go back there. Pull forward for the last player, okay? Which is that penalty or green for you guys putting hands on the rock, okay?
Referee Glalose explaining exactly to Austin Brummer the penalty is for. In fact, said could have given it twice. Now Nahamba is going to have a go at goal.
Going the direct route, pick and go from Onke Jiba. Centre from DHS, and eventually penalty going the way of DHS for hands in ruck. There you can see Etienne Blanche playing the ball on the ground.
Team up for a kick and just be careful, okay?
And a hushed silence
Put your
around
hand on
this
the ground
field.
before you go for the ball.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's like commentating on the Masters.
Well, this is a vital kick for the little scrum half.
It's going to break from right to left. they like it. They like it. It's short. So it's still a 6-point gap. And there's plenty of time left in this game. Glenwood, remember, are down to 14 men. And as I mentioned that, JC Conradi is coming back from the naughty chair. And Glenwood are back to 15 aside.
Okay, let's go.
Now DHS into touch just short of halfway. There's the hooker Schultz having another go. He's Mr. Angry at the moment.
Lovely stuff to see the fire of these schoolboys. Schultz was having a go, and you can see Tian de Jager from DHS running in to offer some support to his teammate. A good line chase from Libba from that dropout. Well contested by DHS.
Yeah, they threw somebody high in the air there who got a hand on that. The referee says no. There was a man then who came in and sealed off. Penalty to Glenwood. As this game gets older, I think you'll see more errors coming from DHS. They will realise the enormity of the situation they find themselves in.
Well contested from DHS. Tiana going up, getting good support from his fellow teammates. There off the ground. Well sacked by DHS.
Taken by Schultz.
Step back, step back, step.
Uester out in front, Van der Mesch left it behind. The referee will give the scrum to DHS.
Service from very low. He's coming at pace.
He had a long way to get down as well, didn't he?
I can tell you one thing. I saw that kid before warming up. That is one big young man for Craven Week status.
Now, very important scrum this. Deep inside their own 22 for DHS. Hamber with the feed, and there goes the squeeze from Glenwood. It's well presented from Hamilton. That's not in touch. Stepping from Kriya. Huge tackle on Kutsia. Crowd enjoyed that one.
Step back, step back. You step back.
Now Uester to Van der Mesch. Oh, Van der Mesch breaking one tackle, breaking two. Lovely pass on the inside to GJ Lubber. And the referee will bring them back. It's just not happening for Glenwood.
Again in the background, an air show. Van der Mesch has been prominent for this Glenwood side. Big ball carrier, and what I like about his attitude, he always tries to get that offload through the tackle.
Facciello with the feed. He's missed his man. He's gone straight over the top and taken by O'Neill. And O'Neill is in for the try. Glenwood are within a point.
Well, it has been a problem for DHS, and that's line-out time, and picking it off the back of the line-out does O'Neill, and he shows fantastic skill, stepping in and out, using the handoff, backing himself, and goes all the way to score the try.
Yeah, wonderful use. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Now Holzhausen, this is to regain the lead. hasn't had an easy shot at all. And this one is wide. It's not, it's over. Glenwood are back in front. Here it is again.
That's good work from O'Neill. It's the only problem with an overthrow on your own ball, so close to your try line. That's the result.
So we're back in play, and Uester with the handoff. That's a little bit of space now for Conradi. Conradi's got a runner up with him, and eventually puts it on the boot. This is still a chance. Good play there from GJ Lover. Offside, and the penalty goes the way of Glenwood. It's a tap and go from Glenwood. That's a good little offload. It's taken over the line, and the try is scored. Mayabongwe Maduna. And the game is turned on its head in the space of 2 minutes.
Well, JC Conradi making amends for his yellow card. He was the man that made the difference in the break. And a quick take. Tap and go by Boa, finding the support of Maduna. And as you mentioned, Andy, this game has definitely turned on its head. Space of 2 or 3 minutes. Glenwood have turned up the gas, put foot on the pedal, and that's the class of this side, a champion side.
Holzhausen picks up the kicking tee. He knew straight away. And now, having trailed by 3 points at half-time and then by 6 just a couple of minutes into the second half, it's an 8-point lead for Glenwood. So what have DHS got left? No Hamba. Into Blanche. Made the ball available on the ground well. A little box kick from Uester. Hamilton. That's brave play from Hamilton. His father played for the old Natal in the centre. New hooker on for Glenwood is Connor Buerta. He's replaced Breeden Schwartz. Not straight. Again. Just talking about that Springbok squad to be announced later. From a Glenwood perspective, they'll be hoping that Warren Whiteley gets his name in there as the form number 8 in the country at the moment. It's not impossible that he could be captain.
Warren Whiteley's had a prominent season for the Lions outfit this year. I'm sure all the Glenwood boys and supporters will be behind him.
One of whom will be John Allen, who seems to be at every Glenwood game. Here goes Nohamba. Gudzo is caught before he could really get going. Forwards have done a good job, but that could be turnover ball unless they can loosen it up. Looks like it is turnover on the ground for Glenwood. Uester. Holzhausen kick is chased, charged down, and then into touch it goes off Loba.
No, straight out.
See the DHS boys in the background there really trying to whip their team back into it. This is Umkaliti. Penalty goes the way of Glenwood.
He wasn't a tackler.
There's been a real turnaround in this final quarter. Glenwood have looked a little sleepy for much of the game, not now.
It's good defense from Glenwood, and straight away in a position of strength, showing daylight as Martin Holtzhausen enforces that penalty. This has been 10 minutes of fury from the Glenwood side. They were 16-10 down at one stage and turned the corner to come be 24 points to 16 up. Massive display from the schoolboy side.
Martin Holtzhausen, who was at Ichia Janssen before coming down to join Glenwood.
Time.
Well, he's got time because it's a penalty, but not too much time. Now one step, and it is not over.
22.
So there's still time for DHS, but they've got to score twice.
Behind the kicker. Behind the kicker.
Parents in the crowd there. Always a great occasion. Brummer knocks it straight into the hands of this big fella, who I think is just come on, Lutando Jojo. Now here's Stash Matendwa, who he ran into a brick wall there. And there's a man on his feet trying to play the ball for Glenwood, but no penalty accrues. This is Hamilton. Nohamba. Heavy hands from Buthelezi, and Ndudzo is out. Looks like forward pass is actually the call.
Forward pass, you need to keep his depth there. There's Ndudzo working the blind side well as Mohamba. Definitely forward.
DHS making a couple of changes. Coming on is number 21, Bradley Sterling. And he's going to go in at scrum half. And Mohamba moves to fly half, where he has actually spent quite a lot of time during the game. So Katsia is off.
Set.
Holtzhausen finds a lot of space. Chasing back is Fundo Keys, and he's in trouble here, deep inside his own 22, and he's run his way out of the trouble. Oh, that's what you want from a wing. Just raw pace. Now that's been played on the ground by the Glenwood defender, so that's what the arm went out for. It's a penalty advantage. Not enough advantage. Referee says let's come back. Tap and go from Sterling. Now it's taken on by Ryan Darfel.
No, leave him.
Here's Buthelezi, and he is so quick. Straight through. He's still going. Buthelezi scores an outstanding individual try from the halfway line. Brilliant.
What a score by Buthelezi. Started with a quick tap penalty from Sterling. They set a target, and then Buthelezi was used as the runner. And running with total conviction, pace. What's nice about this player is to start the move off. He ran at the space. He ran between two defenders and then backing himself. Lovely score from Buthelezi.
Well, that has brought the crowd back to life. It's just 3 points dividing the sides now, with the conversion to come. And he's got it. He's nailed it. It's a one-point ball game. Just watch this.
There he runs up the space. It's a mismatch. He up against the Glenwood prop forward, stepping in and out, backing himself. This is an amazing schoolboy try, probably one of the better ones we'll see this season.
Tendulani Buthelezi, you will see him again at Craven Week. And here goes DHS again. That's another penalty to DHS. Everybody wants to run with the ball now. Umolo Mokuto is number 22, has just come on. Looks like he has gone in at full-back ahead of Sondeki. Oh, this could be a card. It is. Now, I'm not sure what the card is for. And it's gone against Mayabungwe Maduna. It's 15 against 14 again in favour of DHS. And that's the way it will remain until the end of the game. Finds touch just inside Glenwood territory.
The line-out has been a problem area for this DHS side, and this is a vital throw.
Yeah, that's what he seems to have given the yellow card for. A cynical play, just not rolling away. Now, is that going to be a key decision in this game? DHS getting the rumble going. Back from Sterling. Now Hamba with the show. Lovely toss out. Sondeki. Plenty of forwards in midfield now who can rumble this one up. There comes to Nahamba. Oh, he's perhaps tried a little bit too much there, but the referee was playing advantage already for offside. Now, what did DHS do from here? 5 minutes left in the game.
Oh, this is a cracker. FNB Classic Clash. Glenwood leading 24 points to 23 against their arch rivals DHS. And this is going to go down to the wire. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your safety belts.
Wonderful occasion. Great atmosphere in the ground. 2 yellow cards against Glenwood in the course of the game. Here's Jojo. And he's found his man. That looked like Buthelezi getting high. Oh, it's been ripped away by Glenwood as the player came down. Really good play from the green machine. Ulster. Holzhausen, he was under pressure there, did well to get the kick away, but DHS will have another go from there.
The ball was carried back, taken back into the 22, so it will be a line-out from where the ball was kicked out. Holzhausen under immense pressure, and DHS with a chance to start it up again from this line-out.
Well, there's 4 minutes left in the game. Who's going to be the hero? Beautifully taken at the front. Here's Hamilton. He's tackled. Presents the ball nicely to Sterling. Sterling hasn't lost it forward, but he's swamped by Glenwood players. Knock-on advantage actually being played against Glenwood. Hamba sends it wide. Somebody needs to straighten the line. It's taken on by Mfundo and Keys on the right wing. And he eventually runs out of space.
Well met in defence. Mfundo and Keys by his opposite number, Lube.
Moment now for the Glenwood hooker, Connor Buerta. Got to find his man. And he's done so very well. Matthew Bauer. Here's Holzhausen. Drives the ball long way downfield. It's taken by Mfundo and Keys, and DHS will have another go here. Sondeki with the chip and go. And Sondeki got that. Oh, the referee says offside.
10 meters. 10 meters.
And And the penalty, oh yeah, not retreating out of the 10 is the call. And Glenwood will have the penalty.
Options. Penalty, yeah, or scrum where you kick the ball. SuperSport. Scrum.
So they'll have a scrum just inside DHS territory, and the clock is now counting down. Just 2 minutes left.
It's that time of the game where who wants it more? It's about big match temperament.
Let's go.
Who's more hungry to win this FNB Classic Clash?
Well, if you wanted somebody to write a script, you could do worse than come to DHS. And one of their old boys wrote the script for The Wizard of Oz. Is this going to be a fairy tale? Now it's taken by Glenwood, and that's in touch.
Good break from Conradi. Did have support out wide in the form of Duncan Bro. Locking with the grubber and slightly shanking it. So DHS with a chance to release some pressure from this line.
Okay.
Yeah, they've won it. Now they've got to take it up the other end and score. Here's Hamilton. Glenwood slowing the ball down very well at the base. One last chance for DHS. Here's no handbar.
Step back, left his feet.
Well, referee will give the penalty offside against Glenwood, so still a chance for DHS. Here they go, Sterling. Running onto the ball is Metendwa. Huge defence from Glenwood. Sterling sends it wide, no handbar. They've got numbers on this side, and Hamilton has it. He's done very well. Now, there's a little bit of space here. Here goes Buthelezi again. He's looking for a support runner on the inside. And the knock-on comes from Glenwood. Is there time for the scrum? No, there isn't. It's all over. Last chance for DHS has gone, and Glenwood keep up their recent hegemony over this fixture. What a game of schoolboy rugby we've just seen. Both sides are out on their feet, and both sides must be congratulated for the way they played the game.
Oh, definitely so. It was played in the true spirit and fashion of an FNB Classic Clash, and Glenwood downing DHS 24 points to 23. DHS almost making history in their 150th year. What a lovely advert for this fantastic production. 24 points to 23. Glenwood down DHS.